Welcome to the Radiant Life with Tatiana. I am your host, and I'm obsessed with empowering you to live and create the best life possible. I'm a master mindset coach, breathwork facilitator, and a passionate little Latina who loves sharing the magic behind your subconscious mind and energetics. If you're looking to uplevel your mindset, learn all about spirituality and manifestation, and to be inspired in making a change to embody your best self, you are in the right place. My goal is for you to see and unlock your limitless potential, to have the tools to break free from the chains holding you back so you can create and live your most radiant life. I am so excited to have you here listening today. Now let's dive into today's episode. Hello, love. Welcome to the Radiant Life. Today's Friday, Labor Day weekend, and I'm about to go to St. Augustine right now. But I've been having this thought, this question in my heart for the last few weeks, and I decided, I'm just going to create a podcast episode on it so you can listen to it Tuesday after the Labor Day weekend. So I hope you had an amazing weekend. But what inspired this episode was when I talk to people, whether it's for potential clients, or just people in general, I tend to ask a lot of questions to just better understand them, right? And there's this question that I ask kind of often, I guess, naturally. And I noticed it was a very big recurring theme when I had these discovery calls for the Embrace Your Radiance enrollment. And I feel like every time I ask it, it gets the wheels moving in someone's head. And they're like, I never really thought of it that way, right? I've asked it in so many different ways in the DMs, on conversations, but it brings a lot of awareness to the individual. And it really lets you see things in a different light. And so I really wanted to share this with you to help you question yourself. Because the thing is sometimes we get so comfortable in our lives and in our day-to-day that we go on autopilot. And then before we know it, we're like, wait, what just happened? Like 5 years just blinked by. So the question I ask is, why do you do what you do? Why do you work the job you work? Why are you applying for that job position? Why are you going for that degree? Why do you want your master's degree? Why do you want to get into real estate? Why do you live where you live? Why do you act that way? Why do you do what you do? And as you're listening, whether you're walking, driving, whatever it is, I want you just to sit here and pause. And maybe you pause the episode and just ask yourself, why do I do what I do? Because like I said, sometimes we get so accustomed to our routines and our habits in our lives, and then we forget like what we really wanted. And before we know it, 5 years go by, 10 years go by, and we're doing things that don't feel good, but we just got stuck on autopilot. And this question allows you to bring awareness, like, oh shit, why do I do what I do? So like, for example, one of the women I asked, like, well, why do you want to get your master's degree? And she was like, I never even questioned myself for that. Like, I don't even know the purpose for it. Maybe I guess I believe I have to be successful or to prove to myself. Great. And then it gets the wheels rolling like, okay, well, do you really believe that's what you need to make more money or be successful? Do you really need to take out all these loans and get master degree to prove that to yourself? Like, can't you just believe in yourself and feel that way now? Right? Or another woman I asked, why do you work this job? And she was like, actually, I forgot that I applied and accepted for this job for it to be a transitional job for what I wanted to do. But then I got comfortable and I'm realizing I settled and I just forgot what I really wanted. And now we're working together and we're helping her gain clarity on like, okay, what are the goals? What are your dreams? What's the direction you want in your career? And getting you out of that autopilot. So this question can answer or bring so much awareness as to why do you do what you do, right? Like, why do you live here? Why do you feel this type of way? Why do you have this job? Why are you in your relationship, right? Is this in the right relationship or you're in your comfort zone? When you start asking yourself these deep kind of provoking questions, it's like walking into a wall, right? Like a pattern interrupt, like, whoa, what am I doing? Instead of letting yourself be on like this autopilot, like zombie mode, it's like, whoa, is this really what I want? Am I happy? Do I want this? Am I just settling? Am I just staying in my comfort zone? Am I doing this because I believe this? Like whatever it is, right? So like when I asked myself, like, why do I work this corporate engineering job? I was like, because that's what everyone told me to do, was to get a degree and to get a corporate job for benefits. And women in engineering is great money. Okay, cool. Well, does that feel good? Is that really what I want to do? Does that fulfill me? No. So I was like, okay, cool. Now with this new awareness of like, why am I even doing this? I'm doing this for other people or other people's opinions. Great. Now what do I want? Right? Why do I do what I do? Why do I live in Boston? I don't know. It's my family here and I grew up. Okay, cool. Do you really want to do this? Actually, no. Okay. Move to Florida. Right? Like there's these so many different aspects of this question. So this podcast is just to be like, okay, let's bring some awareness in your day to day. And as you go around your day today or this week, I want you to ask yourself, why do I do what I do? Why do I wake up at this time? Why do I go to this gym class? Like, why am I doing this? Does this feel good? Do I need to change up my routines to bring more joy and fulfillment in my life? And let this be the avenue to bring awareness of what needs to be changed. Why do you wake up at 5 a.m.? I don't know, because everybody says successful people wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym, but honestly, it drains me and I hate it and it feels yucky. Cool. Then wake up a little later, or instead wake up at the same time and meditate and journal instead of go to the gym, and go to the gym at a different time. Break the autonomous habits and beliefs of like, this is how you should be doing, or this is what you did because it served a previous version of yourself in a previous chapter, but maybe not who you are and where you are at now. Does this make sense? I hope so. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on here, record a little episode, let this light some light bulbs in your head, get the wheels turning, and see where it takes you. What changes can you make? What awareness can you improve on, right? Like the best thing is like, this is how you start to do the deeper work, is because once you start asking yourself these questions, then you go deeper into like, okay, why do I act this way? Why do I think this way? And that's when we go deeper into the work of like, oh, I have this belief, or I have this memory or emotion. And okay, cool. But like, does that have to be true now? We go through our lives with our old identities, our old values, our old beliefs. And again, it's like autonomous, and it doesn't have to be that way. So I want you to just bring awareness. And like, this is the work I get to help my clients with. Breaking the patterns and the cycles of doing what they think they should be doing, or doing what the old them did, but it doesn't serve them now. And so as you go throughout your day and your week, asking yourself like, why do I do what I do? Why am I doing this? Maybe you write it out. Maybe you journal through it. And then you're like, okay, cool. What can I do differently? Right? Maybe you do seek guidance. Maybe you want to reach out to me and do some coaching because you're like, I don't actually know why I do what I do. I need someone else to help answer these questions and guide me. Okay, I know why I'm doing this, but actually I don't know what I want now. Cool. Let's work on it together. Having someone in your corner to shed light to your blind spots allows you to bring more awareness to things that don't serve you, that are not in alignment with you anymore, so that you can let go of it, heal it, release it, and then gain clarity on like, what do you want in your career, in a relationship, in family, in whatever it is, right? And then having someone in your corner to hold you accountable for doing what you say you want to do to get you to your goals. So then you have a clear, deep understanding of like, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I want to achieve this. I want to feel this way, X, Y, Z. But now you have a strong direction and a why behind it. And you understand why you're doing what you're doing every single day. So if that sounds like something you could use support on or need guidance, send me a message. You can send me a DM. You can send me an email. Fill out the application in the show notes below. But either way, let this be a quick little episode for you to question, why do you do what you do? And bring awareness and make some changes so that you can start doing things that feel good, that are in alignment to who you are now and who you're becoming, and start living a life that feels happier, more abundant, more freedom, more alignment, more fulfillment, more purpose-driven, because that's what you deserve. All right. Well, thank you for listening to this short, quick little episode. I hope it sparked that light bulb in your brain. If it did, if you liked it, please share on Instagram, tag me at Tatiana_Kuto, send it to somebody who maybe you know would value from it, and let me know what was a takeaway. What was something that you realized you were doing that like makes no sense anymore? I would love to have a conversation with you about it. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate and love you. And I will see you in the next episode. I hope you have the most radiant day. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to share it with me and write an Apple iTunes review so I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't already following me, you can find me on Instagram at Tatiana_Kuto. Make sure to tag me in any posts that you share. I love and appreciate you so much and cannot wait to connect with you in the next episode. In the meantime, go out and radiate your light into the world.